Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I will be your friendly Dungeon Master this evening. Tonight, after a 3-month war story, we are back to continue on with our ongoing campaign, playing Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd Edition, playing through Carl Sargent's classic mega adventure, Night Below. And with me tonight are the stars of the Night Below campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are, who you're playing, and guys, for the first time in 3 months, why don't you tell us what level you are, too. So, first up, we've got Jeffrey.
Hey everybody, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Calidor, and he is a level 8 fighter thief.
Very nice. Next up is Andrew.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrew. I'm playing Ten of Thirandol, now a level 7 thief.
Very nice. Next up is Will.
Hi, I'm Will. I'm playing Chael. He is now an 8th level specialty priest of Coralon.
Awesome. Next up is our resident armor smith, Dave.
Hey everybody, I'm Dave. I'm playing Druin Axebrother, and he is an 8th level fighter and a 7th level Calidor, which is a specialty priest of Clangadin Silverbeard.
Very nice. And last but certainly not least is our Peruvian correspondent, Steve-O.
Yo! I, of course, am playing Religo, who was level 6. I believe he has enough XP to get to level 7 now.
Very nice. So, Anna's thrilled for you. Yeah. So then, Steve-O, let's. So I guess first off, for those listening at home, if you are watching this and you skip through the war story, or you at a later point and you're watching us through, the war story that we completed took place about 6 months before the present. All right, Anna, honey. It is lovely out today, so everyone is outside, so she's yelling at everybody all day. We're going to be picking up from where we left this our last session of AD&D 2nd Edition, but everyone gained XP over the 3 months that it took us to play the war story, so we're just finishing off some adjustments to our heroes here. Steve-O, with Religo gaining another level, why don't you give us a 2d6 roll, please? Let's see how many hit points you gain. And we'll take the better of the two.
Yeah.
So let's see here. Come on, big money there, Steve-O. 2d6.
Oh, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure what the exact total is. Can we check what the exact number of XP he needs is?
Sure. What is your total XP right now?
Total XP looks like it's about 56,000. Is that 46,000? That's 56,000.
56,000 puts you at 7th level. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Then yes, let's do it.
Yep. Okay. Here you go. And I don't think there's any change.
Sorry, 46,000. Let me 28 plus 18. What's 28 plus 18?
30, 46. 46,000.
47,000.
You got 47,000. Where's the extra 1,000 coming from?
932.
Okay, have you got over 40,000? Yeah, 40,000 is what you need to hit level 7, so you're good.
Yay.
Nice. So why don't you give us a 2d6 roll?
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm just checking. Your saves will not change. Your THAC0 will change, though. Nice! 6 hit points. So give us a Constitution modifier to your hit points, Steve. What is Constitution?
Constitution plus 0, no.
Okay, so you add 6 to your hit points. You got 57. Or sorry, 37. Current and total. Yeah, perfect. And then you can adjust your THAC0. Your THAC0 is 1 less now.
Excellent. What's that?
Your THAC0 has gone down to at level 7, goes down to 17. Okay.
17, all right.
All right. So, guys, it has been a while since we last played this session. So for those listening at home, if we are going to be taking a little bit of time to get caught up for what has happened, to refresh some memories, let me take a little bit of time. Broadly speaking, let's talk about what your mission is right now. From what I can tell you that I recall, and from having rewatched a couple of the last sessions, you guys have set out from Thurmaster under sort of a commission from the current Count Palfrey to make your way down the Woldecott, or to not make your way down the Woldecott, to go into the Thornwood and to seize control of Broken Spire Keep, his family's ancestral home. In the course of the trip, what do you guys remember happening on the course of that voyage? You guys have been traveling for about almost a week now. That's not true. It's only been about 3 or 4. No, yeah, it is almost a week because it's taking you forever to get through the forest. Let me see if I got any visual aids here.
I cheated a bit and quickly scanned through the last episode.
Okay.
So I recall some flying creatures.
Well, let's talk about the river travel first.
That.
Will's number one favorite animal. You guys did encounter some aquatic variants of displacer beasts on the Woldecott River. Do you guys remember the bad dreams that you had while sleeping on the eastern bank of the Woldecott? There were dreams
Was that another?
of murder.
Let's see. Was that the one where we were like being chased by horsemen?
That is the one, yeah.
Okay, look at me remembering.
There you go.
Wow. Good
And
work.
what that resulted in was a number of Calidor and Dorman, and I think that's it. There was kept getting entranced by something they were looking at that was an exposed bone.
Yeah, bones.
You guys remember what you found there, and sort of the talk about what the consequences of that were?
It was a skeleton.
Was a skeleton, yeah.
Let's see.
Some kind of ancient creature that was mage made.
That was also found. That wasn't what the skeleton was.
We
Oh.
got paralyzed, right?
Yes, you did. This was the thing you were thinking of. That first Tana found something like that, or Calidor found something like that in a tree. But that was actually the day afterwards. This was beforehand. You guys found what was a young woman's body, someone who was murdered and then rudely stuffed into a small hole. So did we leave Steve in chat? Oh, we lost Steve altogether. Peruvian internet strikes again. Let me just put this in here for him. If you can get back on. That was something that, Chael, you had some insight into because the nature of the spirit. It was not like the unwholesome or the antagonistic or overly antagonistic spirits that you faced before. It's almost like this is something that was inadvertently brought back. You then, the day afterwards, found that tree that tried to attack Calidor. Calidor found that thing in the tree. That was a strange necrotic creation, something from ancient magics that Knox was able to identify for you. You guys faced that tree, and then our last session was, the session after that, you guys you made your way across the river and started making your way through the Thornwood, hoping to make your way directly to Broken Spire Keep. I will bring us all over, because I found a really great photo. I think it captures just how tangled that Broken Spire Keep is. Okay, let's see here. So guys, this is what you have been traveling through. What you found first, when Chael was looking for herbs, he unfortunately found that he had awakened something. But, see here, Steve's struggling to get onto the...
All I got is a black screen, Kev.
Oh, you know what, maybe it's because...
That's all I've got right now.
Yeah,
Our
hold on.
lighting rules.
No, it's in daylight mode, so...
Oh, I just see it.
Let me just turn the dynamic lighting off. There you go.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. So what what you found, Chael, you were attacked by and nearly consumed by this when you were looking for the what do you call it? Looking for herbs in the thornwood.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And then last session, we left Chill. You didn't make last session. Last session of this campaign was what you saw. Andrew, you want to fill us in on what happened last time?
We camped, and I believe Dorman was on watch, and like a certain priest of Clangeddon in another world was set upon by I think 4 or 5 of those flying creatures at once. It didn't go so well. And we were surrounded to the point where we couldn't even there was a backlog just to get out of the tent for us to get out into the fight.
I had forgotten as well, but there was a point where before, rather than standing or trying to move or whatnot, Dorman cast invisibility on himself when he was adjacent to one of those things. Then got knocked unconscious again, and his unconscious invisible body was being dragged away.
Yeah.
Right.
We couldn't see him to heal him.
Yeah.
We did manage to fend them off and scare the rest off, I think. And then we had a rest. We did, I think, manage to find Norman's body, or he deactivated his. Either he had deactivated his spell, or he went unconscious and the spell deactivated on its own.
No,
I forget.
Caldor actually found him. Yeah, he did not become visible. He is technically still invisible, I believe. Or you may have no, because you guys had bed down for the evening. So you are waking up having recovered with Chael's presence 3 hit points each overnight. It was an uneventful sleep. And you guys can feel free to prepare your spells once again.
Let's see where I am on spells.
See here.
I don't know if I have any healing. I think I was tapped out before we went to bed. Yeah.
I believe so. You guys were sort of down to fumes by the end of that one fight. That was a really tough one.
Yeah. So that's 10, 20.
That also gives you the benefit. First off, if everyone wants to give themselves 3 hit points back, you go right ahead.
Nice.
Yeah, living large.
Living large in 2nd edition.
Oh, cheers to that.
Yeah. I'll have water tonight, though.
So, with the morning coming, what do you guys wish to do?
Well, I guess I'm going to heal some of you punks because you look a little chill. What the hell happened? You've been sleeping on a bed of hot coals since that heap? Come on, man.
Yeah, something like that. I'm trying to remember how I got out of that situation. I don't even remember. It was so rough.
I think we barely dragged your ass out of the heap.
Yeah, actually, Caldor had to destroy the heap, and then they found your body within.
All right.
Yeah, it was bad.
Let's give you a cure mod.
Okay.
Okay.
So that is a whopping 8. That's cool.
Okay, so 8 points back. And then actually, Chell, I don't think you gave yourself your 3 that you gained as well.
Okay, see, I can't remember if I... I'm always in the mindset of, hey, I'm busy taking care of other people.
Oh, no, you're just doing that before you lay down. You'll always benefit from the caring for everyone else.
Right.
There's another 6 for you.
Okay.
Okay. 19 and 6.
Damn it, Dorman.
20.
Okay. So you can picture that this is, again, this is kind of the terrain that you've been traveling through and sleeping in. This is why it's taking you so fucking long to get through all of this forest, and why it's so easy to get lost in it.
You gonna heal yourself there, big fella?
Talking to me, bro?
Hey, Tanif.
Mm-hmm.
Druin walks over and punches in the arm with a. Oh.
For one.
Merp.
You do that?
Oh, that means you get another punch. Ha!
3
There we go.
points.
And another punch.
2 points. Okay.
Wow. Total of 6. That's it for healing for me.
Well, thank you, Druin.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay.
I don't think Clangadin's feeling your vibe today.
Don't think so.
Are you saying your prayers and eating your vitamins? Because
I always do.
It's here. Okay, Steve, it looks like you're in the call, but I don't see your mic. I'm not sure if your mic is turned off or what. Okay, there we go. There we go. Steve-O, can you hear us? Steve, can you hear us again, bud?
Yo, I'm back.
There we go. Nice. All right. So, let's see here.
Shelly, are you doing any healing? Because you look a little beat
I was
up.
going to say, what is Cure Serious? I can't remember. I don't have my spell book open. That's why I don't remember.
2d4 plus. Is it 2?
That's moderate. Cure
More.
Serious is more. Where is it here?
No, I don't have Cure Serious. I've got an Axe Storm of Clangadin.
It's all right.
Okay, Cure Serious,
I've got it written
2d8
down.
plus 1.
2d8 plus 1. Okay. What that end up
Respectable. Nice.
being? 13. So yeah, I cast that on myself.
Okay,
So
so you get 13 back.
13 put me at 38. That's pretty good.
Mm.
I'm still down compared to the rest of you guys.
I mean, you
Mark
did
that
get
one
beaten
off.
pretty badly in that that fight, which stemmed, incidentally, from a nat 20 on a herbalism check.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Yeah. Okay, so while Chill's distributing some healing to himself and perhaps the rest of you guys, what are you guys thinking of doing for the day? Then, Cowder, do you wish to go hunting in the morning?
Yeah, I should go hunting.
Okay. Okay. I was going to get a big stack of all the books I needed, but I know how much Will enjoys an excuse to have a sip. So, Will, I just got another book.
Oh Lord, everybody drink.
Okay, let's see here. So hunting, here we go.
It's been so long I don't even remember how to roll these.
Percentile roll, please.
Okay.
This is for
There
your
we go.
free hour of hunting in the morning. Okay, so you're not able to come across any game today.
I'm not surprised looking at the density of this forest.
Yeah, it's tough. I think you guys are still okay for rations for the day. Remember, in this game, we don't track them by meal, we track them by days of rations. So, let's see your
Yeah.
Chael. So, Druin and Chael are prepping spells. How long do you guys need to prep spells? Actually, really go prepping spells as well.
I needed, I believe, 140 minutes.
Okay, so 2 hours, 10 minutes. 2 hours, 20 minutes.
So do I get a new spell?
At a new level, let's see, you're level 7 now? Let's see.
New spell. New spell.
Let's see. Hey, you do, Steve. Welcome to level 3, bud.
That was
So-
amazing.
Let's see what you gain here. Steve, would you give us a 1d35 roll, please?
Yeah. All right. Fine.
This is the one you managed to figure out for yourself.
Roll D35. Is that right?
Yeah, 1d35.
Rolling dice.
Okay, 23.
23.
You have figured out the spell non-detection.
Non-detection. I like it.
Non-detection. So that is on page 152 of the PHP. By casting this spell, the wizard or bard makes the creature or object touched undetectable by divination spells such as clairaudience, clairvoyance, locate object, ESP, and detect magic. It also prevents location by such magic items as crystal balls and ESP medallions. It does not affect the no alignment spell or the ability of intelligent and high-level beings to detect invisible creatures. If a divination attempt is if a divination is attempted, the non-detection caster must make a saving throw versus spell. If it's successful, the divination fails. It lasts for 1 hour per level, so that's 7 hours of non-detection when you cast it. You're also, once you've got access to some downtime, you can scribe any third level wizard spell from the spell books of the other guys too. So things like Fireball, Lightning Bolt, all that stuff is going to be open for you. Once you get time to copy it, that is. Okay. So then, I think that means then that if Riddler goes prepping his spells... What's that? What's that, Steve?
So how many spells per day do I get?
You get...
How many spells per day do I get?
Let's see here. You have... let's see. You are able to cast 3 first-level spells, 2 second-level spells, and 1 third-level spell. Would someone mind putting that in chat for him? That's 3 first, 2 second, 1 third, just in case the internet's cutting out for him. 3 first, 2 second, 1 third. So that's 6 times. That's an hour he needs to prep his spells. So I think that means Tanev, you're cleaning up the what do you call it? You're cleaning up the camp. Then you're tearing down camp while everyone else is getting their stuff done.
Yep.
Now you're going to need at least another hour. So does someone want to give us a roll for water? See if you can find water.
Yeah, I'm assuming I'm cleaning the camp.
Oh, I have a spell I can enhance that with, I think.
What's that? Well, actually, Steve, there's no spell that will enhance a chance to find anything. Not for survival, not in this game.
Okay.
So does anyone want to, I guess it's either Tanev or Calidor. Tanev, it takes you an hour to clean up the camp. Once that's done, you would be free to spend another hour free looking for water. And then Calidor, if you want to run the risk of a random encounter, you could hunt again.
Yeah, might as well.
Okay. So why don't you each give us a percentile roll?
Middle of the road, you know.
All these high numbers all of a sudden.
Tanev, you are not able to find water, and Calidor, once again, I mean, last night you were attacked by a pack of undead, bat stinging things, so perhaps it's understandable that the wildlife has been driven elsewhere. Okay, so with that done, you guys would be able to finish prepping your spells. What is the plan for travel for today, guys? Heading out? With our party we have assembled today, does anybody have direction sense or no direction?
Don't believe I do.
I have no direction sense.
I have direction sense.
Okay. So why don't you give us a direction sense roll? That will help with your chance of getting lost for today.
Well, I do too, actually. I was looking at my...
We're gonna get lost.
I don't know if you did or not. I know that Knox has it.
I do have it.
Okay, so go ahead and give us a...
Yeah!
That one. Very nice. All right.
And we needed that because...
it's hard. Like, I think the starting chance of getting lost here is 70%.
Oh.
Like, it's huge.
Good.
Well, I mean, look, this is one of the reasons I wanted to track down the an illustration of it, because, like, it's sort of understandable why you can, it's so difficult to go. One reminder to Calidor, because of your elven ability, and actually Chael as well, you guys both have that ability to just become invisible in forest surroundings, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Right.
So this is one. Oh, and Tanev as well, too. Tanev's an elf. I'm going by hair color here. Okay. All right. Dice over here. Okay, so, guys.
Avoid making a comment about gray hair. Avoid making a comment about gray hair. I can't do that anyway.
Yeah, that is
'cause
not...
I'm starting to lose mine up here, too.
All right. Okay, so you made a successful direction sense. That's at least something. It is featureless with no distinguishing landmarks that you can see.
Great.
So that's 120% to start. Minus that. Okay. Oh, we got to check weather as well, too. Dave, welcome back.
Oh, no. Dave, no.
Kindly give us 3 rolls there, weatherman.
I don't know. It sounds like nobody wants me to roll it, so maybe we'll just skip it, right?
So you're taking 100 in each of them? That sounds good. Oh, there we go. All right, so there is no precipitation. The wind is quite high, though. Yeah, it's strong wind today. So something is blowing in from the, let's see here, what ill wind?
From the Icewind.
Actually, it's from the east. It's coming from the east. So it will be blowing your scent in the other direction, and the cloud cover is overcast. So that is chances of getting lost are getting worse, guys. Overcast conditions add another 30% to the chance of getting lost. So
We're effed, is what you're saying.
It's not great. I'll tell you that. It's not great. Yeah, because like the positive modifiers in here are things like you've got a navigator with a group, which is I did. If you spot a landmark, if you can see the sun, it at least doesn't make it harder. Whoosh. All right. Let's go to the map for a second here. Now, anyone else have any spells that they wish to cast before we set out for the day? I also need to roll for a random encounter for the morning.
Yeah, I'm going to cast Light and Load before we set out, so we'll throw all our non-magical crap in a pile and cast Light and Load on it, and it'll make it 50% lighter.
Okay.
That's the only way I'm able to like carry all the shit that I carry.
Okay. That sounds good. Where's my... Oh, I got my DMG. Oh, you know what? I suddenly justified my second DMG. Look at that. I need to have 2 things open at once. There we go. Oh, yeah, and if anyone wants to know what was current at the time that Dangerous Journeys was released, I have a handy copy of the 1992 Fall and Winter Catalog for TSR. So, pretty good stuff in here. Pretty good stuff.
What year was it?
1992.
Oh, yeah, that's Dark Sun, baby.
Dark Sun 91, actually.
Yeah.
Dark Sun was out the year before. Planescape was still a year afterwards. Spelljammer was like 2 years before that. It's an interesting period for when games were all coming out. Because by 94, it was a very... 94, I think, is when... 94 or 95 is when Planescape came out. Because I remember we were either just graduated from high school or we're just about to. Anyway, that was the random encounter on the road to memory. Let's see. Encounters is page 100, isn't it? There we go. Look at that. Okay. Okay. All right. So, guys, let's go over to the map here and take a look at how far you guys are advancing today. All right. So, because of the just abysmal travel conditions, you are only able to travel, and because of some of your party members' stumpy legs,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not pointing any fingers here. Just commenting in general. Let's see here. Oh. Get rid of that. That.
Everybody wants to blame the dwarf until he drowns the giants.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Okay.
Hey, Tanner, did I ever tell you about the time?
Once or twice, Druin. Once or twice.
No. That's it? Well, maybe you need to hear it again.
Remember, Kevin, you were saying that at least you didn't forget to up your class skills?
Yeah.
Wow, funny story about that.
Oh, no.
Guess who didn't realize that he gets an extra 30 points every level?
Again? Are you serious?
I'm trying to do the math now to figure out when the last time was that I did it.
Oh, man. Yeah, because we did that for your first couple of levels.
Yep.
You know,
Yep,
the upside to this, though, is, you constantly get lovely surprises of what extra shit your character can do.
Hey, you know what? Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah.
I like surprises.
It's
Heck
like
yeah.
every day's a new day.
Yes.
Next time you think this game is hard, maybe just read the rulebook.
This
It's
isn't.
really not as hard as you think it is if you give yourself the points you're supposed to be getting.
Okay.
Just get better, Andrew. Get better.
Mode or something.
Yeah.
So this is about how far you guys have traveled for today. What I can tell you is, once again, this is just brutal going. It is unforgiving. It is constantly scrambling over shit, which is a long way of saying why you're going to be giving us a Constitution check, please.
Oh, great.
Constitution check? All right.
Yeah, you're going to pass that. I don't even know why you're rolling.
And you guys do.
No.
Oh boy,
Oh boy.
that's a big fat fail.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. You guys have. Oh, I scrolled down by accident.
That's my.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Well, where are these rolls coming from? Damn it. Run, fight.
So this is, you guys have 5 points of Astonishing Fortune tonight. That's 3 failures so far. So you guys are going to get fatigued. This will be at the halfway point for the day, and then we'll roll a second. Calder is good.
Finally.
So then, and Steve-O, would you give us a, what is your Constitution?
My constitution is a 14.
14, give us a D20 roll. You want to roll 14 or less.
1.
Now, 1, no problem. All right, so we've got 3 failures right now. That means at midday, 3 of you would start experiencing fatigue. Remember, that comes with a whole host of negative penalties to attacks and modifiers and whatnot. You can eventually lose wisdom. And so, is anyone spending Astonishing Fortune? Oh, Druin's already spent 1. There we go. We're down to 4. Success.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I'll just have you guys carry me. How many points do we have left?
4 points left.
All right. I'll try. I'll take one and I'll try.
Okay.
Con things suck if we're not.
Go.
Nope. It was meant to happen. I am meant to suffer.
Okay, and then Chill, what about you?
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and try it again.
Okay.
There we go.
Success. All right, so it's only Tanev who is fatigued right now. So then, Tanev, what I need from you at the midway. So this is. Let me back you up. I got a little ahead of myself here. Scooch. So you guys are at your midday rest, and you can realize. I think Chill is the one who has the highest wisdom, I believe, of the party. Yeah. Chill, you can see that like just the day's travel is taking a significant toll on Tanev. How do you think we see that, Tanev? Is he chirping a fair amount about it, or is he a vocal hiker? I had one time where I told a friend that I was certain I was going to have a heart attack if we didn't fucking slow down. You could, for instance, do that.
I feel like he starts like he's gonna make snide remarks. Like he expresses his frustration and his exhaustion through just little snips at people, like kind of like those dude, you need a Snickers bar. You're not yourself and you're hungry. Kind of. He gets hangry. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what you can pick up on this definitely, Chael, and what you are suffering right now, Andrew. You. What's it say here? Oh, you lose a level. Holy shit.
Aww.
No, I'm kidding.
Literally
However,
just gained it.
all of your ability scores are reduced by 2.
Oh.
And you, on top of that, take a -2 to attack rolls, damage, and saving throws.
Oh, yeah. It was the right call to try to use the astonishing fortune.
Hour afterwards, you need to make another exhaustion check as well. And from going from fatigue to exhaustion is another -2 on all ability scores, attack rolls, saving throws. And then if you push yourself beyond that, it's like every 10 minutes you need to make a check, and then if you fail one of those, you pass out. So you genuinely get people to carry you. So I think you guys have had enough time, like, traveling through the Patchwork Hills and through the Half-Cut Hills and through this forest before. You guys are familiar with, keeping track to see how the party is doing. So this is noon right now, halfway through your day. The wind is blowing. It's overcast, and Tanev is just, he's a lot more vocal than he normally is, and you can just see he's looking pretty winded, Chael.
So to remove the effect,
he needs to rest for. Let's see here.
You guys ready for this?
He needs to rest for. Let's see here. What is it? 1 hour?
Oh.
Yeah, resting for 1 hour and then make a Constitution check at his modified numbers.
Okay.
Ooh, man, that's horrible.
Yep.
At my modified numbers. Okay, so it's going to be increasingly more difficult. Okay, so now I got to get it under 12. You have more bad news. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I got better news for you.
So you can rest. Sorry, it's 2 hours, but there's no Constitution modifier. What I'll let you do is treat it as if it's exhausted. Do 1 hour and then make a Constitution check. If you fail that, though, you're back right at square one.
Wait.
So your choices are wait 2 hours. Burn 2 hours of time, and then automatically be able to carry on, or take 1 hour, make a Constitution check. If you're successful, you carry on. If you fail, you got to then once again either wait 2 hours or wait an hour, make a Constitution check.
Okay, so if I wait the 2 hours, then I make the test at my current level of 12.
You automatically, if you spend 2 hours, you automatically recover.
Oh, okay. Well, that's up to the group. Do you want to keep? If you guys want to press on and keep moving, like, I don't know that I can. So either literally one of you is gonna have to carry me.
Are we right there, Kevin? In that
that's where you think you are.
That's where we. Okay, well, that's where we think we are. Okay, that's fine.
Well, you guys could take.
I
10
say
minutes,
we take
10 minutes to decide what you want to do. In the meantime, Druin's casting strength on himself.
Okay.
And his strength goes up to 1840.
Okay.
Which gives him more weight allowance. So he can carry some of Tanev's gear. Drag him along.
Unfortunately, it's not the it's not the encumbrance that's causing him the problem. It's just the rugged travel conditions are just, it's a thing that's, yeah, like it's not going to help him. I mean, he may very well be suffering more encumbrance penalties because of his reduced strength, but it doesn't change the fact that you guys will get another hour into your travel, and then he'll have to make another check at the reduced rate, and if he fails that, he becomes exhausted, where he's -4 to everything.
Yeah, at the risk of slowing the group down, my vote would be if this is a safe enough place, resting for the 2 hours so that I can just recover and don't risk further dragging the party down.
What about this? Doesn't look safe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks nice, you know.
Yeah.
We're all
welcoming.
invisible, Kevin.
Well, I mean, you know, the elves are, as long as they're moving. When he's exhausted, that's not going to be, unfortunately, doable.
Oh, son of a.
Yeah. So, what are you thinking, guys?
I say we wait the 2 hours.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's well. Hey, Kevin.
Yeah. Hey, Joe.
Could I perhaps use my herbalism proficiency to see if there's any kind of maybe like a stimulus?
Well, so it'll take you an hour to make use of herbalism. So while he's resting that first hour, what you might be able to do is take a look around and see if there's anything of value. Why don't you give us a...
Yeah, that's...
Sure. So give us a percentile roll first. Let's see if there's any herbs worth snagging around here. And then you'll see if there's anything of value. Yes, there is. Now, would you kindly give us an herbalism check?
Yeah, this is the part that's going to suck.
Let's see what's great. Okay. All it means is you find a handful of things that will... let's see here. Would you give us another percentile roll, please?
Sure.
You find a bunch of stuff that is inedible.
Yeah. It was worth a shot.
Oh, yeah. So just like hunting, what herbalism does, if you did find something that was worth eating, it'll double the yield from it because of your proficiency. Just like a hunting proficiency doubles the amount of game that they can down.
Okay.
Okay. So that in that first hour, unfortunately, nothing. But I mean, good thought though. Anyone else have anything they wish to do during that hour? I mean, me for one, I want to roll a random encounter, but that's just me.
I mean, we're in a different area. I could look and see if there's any hunting around here, I guess.
Sure, yeah. Give us a percentile roll.
Maybe it's a nice area for hunting all of a sudden.
It is.
Nice.
Very nice. Okay, so you do find game in here. Would you give us a D6 roll, please?
Come on, good things.
And then give us a 2D6 roll, please. Okay. So
10 fat pigs.
It's it's small animal, small game that you come across. So I think it's just over the course of that hour, like this place is just full of like chipmunks and squirrels and whatnot. So you're certainly able to snipe quite a few of those. Now here's what you need to do though. Give us a D10 roll. You've got a total of 10 possible things you take down. Let's see how much before you scar off. So give us a D10 roll there, Jeffrey.
Yep.
1. Go ahead again.
Nice.
Just stop if you roll a 1. 2, 3. Hey, your double click worked this time.
Oh, yep.
Yep. Go again. 4.
3,
Yep.
4, 5.
Yep.
6.
Yep.
7.
Yep.
8.
Yep.
9.
Yep.
10.
There you go. 10 come back. And each of those is a full ration. So you have 10 of as you're catching your breath, Chill goes off in search of some herbs, comes back, unfortunately, with some, herbs or some plant, but just nothing edible. Calidor, however, comes back with a branch full of, small rabbits and squirrels and whatnot. So you guys have 10 rations you can add to your pile.
Crazy.
So then, Druin, is there anything you want to do in that apart from casting your strength spell?
I think Druin's just going to be chatting with Tanev about the finer points of being a hardy dwarf.
Okay.
As if trying to inspire me as I'm resting to be hardier.
Totally trying to inspire you. You know, it doesn't quite go so far as saying if you were a dwarf, this wouldn't have happened. But
so after that
I don't
first
have endurance like you do.
first hour comes back, Tanev, you said you're waiting the full time instead of risking the check, right?
Yeah, I'll wait the full 2 hours.
Okay. So 2 hours pass, guys, and there's no sign of anything stalking you in here. So you guys are free to carry on with your travels if you like. So Tanev, you only have 2 more hours to travel for the day. So I'm going to put you half of the distance I was going to put you, which would be tough to judge with how very small the distance is going to be. But that is around where you think you are. But there's something else that happens in the afternoon. So in the late afternoon, tell me about your marching order here, guys, or is there a formal marching order?
Who was it with direction sense? They should be in front.
It's Calder and Tanev.
Yeah.
Well, I would say definitely.
I think Druin's like second, following whoever's lead.
Okay.
So say Calidor Druin.
Sure.
Okay. I will pull up the rear.
And then Squishy's in the middle. Religo.
Sure. Excuse me.
Okay. Just double checking something here, guys.
Who's bringing up the rear? Tanev or Chael?
I am bringing up the rear. So,
Okay.
leave it to it then.
Sounds good.
Okay, where is it? I was checking the invisibility thing to see if armor affects that.
How long does Durgar abilities last?
Have you got your book, Kev?
Got my complete
Book of Elves?
yeah, Book of Elves.
Okay.
I'll mention this again. The armor I wear is chainmail +2 of silence.
Oh,
And
great.
I've never been able to find on our team notes or anything exactly what the silence did. I think it just made it quieter.
Yeah, I think that it also take a well. Actually, I did go through my notes recently and did not find anything there. Now, where the heck?
I'm looking to see if I can figure out where it is, Kevin.
So I know we got it from somewhere. And I'm pretty sure it was this book. Is there ever any...
Yeah, it was a book that you had that could just give like little named abilities to things.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking of
Elves
the.
move.
You mean for your silence? I'm thinking just of the elfin ability here.
Check
Hold on.
page 76, Kevin.
76. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yes, thank you.
Check
Thank you.
that and see.
Yeah, that's
You're
right.
welcome.
Move through forest and I'll not train silently. No armor modifiers, no armor requirement with it, so that's
good for us.
yep, that's great for you guys. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Then let's see here. So everyone has had their meal for the day, thanks to Calidor's hunting. And we got our... So Calidor, you're the first up then. Calidor, would you give us just a... give us a wisdom check, please. We're going to go back to our... For no particular reason. Go Back to our big map here. Okay.
Random wisdom check. It's all good.
Nice.
Nice.
So Caldor, you're forging along ahead, trying to make a. I mean, it's difficult to judge, where you're, like what kind of progress you're making towards Broken Spire Keep because you're coming from a different direction. And I think in your gut, you know that you're just not confident that you know precisely where you're going.
Yeah.
These woods are very unwelcoming and very old. But what you find is when you can kind of picture passing into an area like this, and what you can see lying on the ground a little further ahead is a body it's facing away from you, and it has or two arrows sticking out of the back. You need not make any roll to see that the arrows that are sticking out of the back are of orcish make. You've seen those because you have had them fired at you from the several of the orcs. So this is about probably about maybe 50 feet in front of you. Your view is not really great in here.
I think I would get everyone to stop.
Here's the other thing. You actually rolled fairly well. Two other things you can notice. One is the body has no head. The other thing is it looks like it's been here for maybe like 2 weeks, so it's desiccated to a fair degree, but it is definitely the body of an orc. So you notice this. Druin, you can see, if you look behind, Druin's about 40 feet behind you.
Okay, so I'll actually back up towards him to kind of stop the chain.
Okay. So Caldor seems to just melt out of the shadows around one of the trees, and is suddenly standing next to you.
I think that still startles Druin because he sees it all the time, but it's unnerving, and it's like what the hell, man? Can't you whisper something when you're coming out?
Body up ahead, dead on the ground, orc arrows in its back.
Is it elf or something?
We should be cautious.
Could I
Kind of body.
hearing Caldor, could I try to take a moment and see if I can
Tanith,
detect
you
any
are
noise?
two members back in the walking order, and
I would just see him arrive. I haven't heard anything. Yeah, okay.
yeah, because I'm not even sure you see him. If you guys figure there's a 20-foot gap between each of you, just so you can keep an eye on, but keep yourself spaced out so you're not all clumped up. That puts you 40 feet away, which means you might be able to barely see him. And the way Jeff roleplayed it was a hushed tone. So I think over the wind and the trees and whatnot, I'm not sure you would have been able to hear that yet.
No problem. Take me a bit to catch up to the group.
Yeah. So Religo will be the next one to notice that Druin and Caldor have stopped and are talking.
I'm gonna pull out my one axe.
Urfalic is out. Tanith, by that point, I think you walk out and you can see that Druin has his axe out, which he wasn't traveling with. Caldor is not hidden the way that you are currently. And Chael, you'll be, if everyone else sort of clumps up together to talk about this, you'll be the last one to see this. So once you're all together, from where Caldor is right now, it is probably, the body itself is probably about 60 to 70 feet ahead of you.
We want to keep our eyes open for something bad. Orcs in the area.
Yeah. if Calidor is going to continue to take point and kind of bring us to their, I guess now I would probably be trying to listen carefully.
Okay. What's your hear noise?
Detect
check?
noise.
Yeah.
Now is 50%.
50%. Okay. Okay. So you keep your ear out. You can hear distantly. There is that same, the sound of the orcish wind chimes that you've heard before. Somewhere near here, there is more of those orcish wind chimes. It's not like right ahead, but it's not the whistling, discordant kind of sound. Like they seem to pair them so there is an the tone that each of them makes are not in harmony. They're in disharmony. So it doesn't sound like an animal calling or anything like that. You can hear that maybe with the wind carrying it, maybe like a quarter mile away. But other than that, nothing. Just the sound of the trees.
Understanding that, or recalling that my direction sense test or check earlier, I failed. So totally fair if not. Wondering if I have a sense of can I tell which direction the wind is coming in, and therefore maybe perhaps where that sound is, generally speaking?
You can tell that the sound is being carried by the wind. It's in sort of that. Unfortunately, because you failed your direction sense and it's overcast,
I figured
it's
I won't know
it's in that direction. It's slightly, it's about, let's say, 45 degrees off from the direction that you were traveling.
Okay, so like
and then about a quarter mile off into the
ish.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll relay that. Don't know, guys. I'm not 100% sure. It sounds like it's coming from this direction. Could be more of them, but I know that I can hear the chime, but I'm not. I think it's out this direction. I'm not sure, and I don't know how close. I don't know how close.
From where Calidor said that the body was, there's no way that the wind chimes are there. The wind chimes are much further off, and it's also slightly off in a different direction.
Right. Oh, yeah. I kind of assumed that yeah.
What do the wind chimes do again?
You're not sure. What you've encountered them is they were around that area where you encountered that undead squire.
They were like a warning, I think, is what we kind of deduced. Like,
and then you found
stay
them
out of this
on
area.
on the western, shortly once you crossed the western bank of the Woldecott and made your way into the Thornwood, you came across some of those chimes, but they were different sound than what the ones you'd found on the far side.
Yeah, but on the far side, we to what Jeff's saying, we kind of figured they were some kind of marker, maybe, or a warning, or.
Well, because that's where we were, the real evil dreams we were having that were affecting us were around those chimes, so we figured it was a warning to stay away from there.
So whether we know exactly what it is or not, we're probably kind of a little creeped out right now.
I think in nothing else, it definitely confirms that you are deep into Orcish territory now, 2 days travel. So... one thing Calidor did not mention is that the species of the body.
Yeah, I asked him if it was an elf or something. So like an elf or something, Calidor? You said a body.
Oh, sorry. Did you say what it was, Kev?
It was an orc.
Oh, it was another orc. Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, it was an orc. Strange, right?
Huh?
A deserter?
Orcs fight each other all the time. They're,
Yeah, but shooting them in the back?
Well, sometimes that's better than shooting them in the front.
Heck yeah.
So maybe they've turned on each other.
Yeah, maybe. Hey, did anybody see any tracks? Druin's about to start walking forward, and he's like, I don't want to, stomp out anybody's trail or something.
Should we change our direction a little?
I don't know.
Did you mention it was headless as well?
No.
You want to investigate the body and see what happened, or just move on?
We could. Let's just be cautious then.
All right.
Everyone be ready for combat.
So tell me how you want to approach where you found that body.
Well, I guess I'll lead the way back because I know exactly where it is. And I got my shield up and my sword out.
Okay. Are you making an effort to hide yourself as well? It's kind of one of those, like, advantages, disadvantages come to both.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think now that I'm traveling probably with a couple other people, I wouldn't attempt to do that the same because I can't do that for everyone, right? So,
Yep. Okay.
So no, not really.
Here.
And how's he going to lead us to the body if he disappears and we can't find him?
Yep. Okay, now hold on. We need to switch off here. Is this the one we want? No, that one's not what I want. Is it this one?
Hey, Rilligo and Tanit, do you guys want to, like, watch the flanks or something and keep an eye on
I'll watch I'll watch the flank that's on this, like on the same side of us that where I heard the chimes. I'm kind of like tuned into that area and focusing on it now, so I'll keep watching that flank.
Okay.
Are we kind of heading west, do you think?
I don't know.
You guys haven't, you think you've been traveling west, yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's our intention.
Yeah, so one of you takes north, one of you takes south. Shell's at the rear.
Yeah, I'll take north.
Okay. So you guys begin slowly making your way forward. Who is looking to the east again? And are there any spells you guys wish to cast before you advance?
Shell's got the rear, so if we're heading west, he would be the one paying attention to the east.
I'm gonna. How far away are we from each other? Like I'm in the back.
You were
so I'm
traveling
last,
about 20
so-
feet of distance from each other.
Damn.
No, but
I'd say we'd be
bunch
much
up.
closer now. Yeah. I'd say more like 10 now.
Yeah, because you guys are cautiously advancing here now. You're not just like traveling in a casual, casual, spaced out kind of way.
Mm-hmm. Where the hell is that spell? Maybe it's here. Oh.
Okay. So then, Chael, if you're the one who's looking sort of east, who's looking north? Is it Tanev?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Tanev and Chael, why don't you each give us another wisdom check, please?
This is where I do good.
No modifiers.
Roll.
Nice. Okay. So Tanev, as you guys are approaching, Caldor, you are about back to where you were when you saw the body yourself.
Where I could see it from. Yeah. Okay.
You approach about another 10 feet closer, and you can see that the markings on there are tribal markings painted onto the gear on this thing. It's dressed in some kind of metallic armor that looks like it's been left out in the elements for however long the body has been lying here. But the marking on the tribal markings is same band that you've come across before.
Oh, okay.
In here.
Oh.
Tanev, you're walking along with Caldor, keeping your eye on the north, and you spot another fallen figure about maybe 40 feet to the northeast of where this one is.
Is it? Can I mean, am I close enough to tell it's what it is?
Dressed very similarly, orcish war gear. And likewise, there are 2 arrows sticking out of the back, one sunk in quite deep. And if you choose, this one's about, directly from where this one is to where that is, it's about 55 feet away. But even from here, you can see, likewise, there's no head on this body.
Why would they be taking the heads? Have they gone crazy?
Trophies?
Maybe.
Hey, Chill, do you know what
spikes?
Does these orc bodies look like they're undead or anything? Like anything weird about them that would make you want to cut off a head? Like, the only thing I can think of for cutting off heads is like to keep something from coming back to life or growing or regenerating.
Reanimating. What? I mean, we're all up there at this point, correct, Kevin?
You guys are all able to make your way in. You can see the one body and the other one where Tanev is standing as well.
So let me ask you, I mean, you know, with my religion and necrology and stuff like that, is this a clean cut or like...
Well, your religion
like
won't help you with that, but
of...
your medicine might.
Okay.
Like unless your vision of Elvish religion is a lot bloodier than my understanding of it, there's no cutting off limbs.
Hey, yeah, we behead a lot of orcs.
I was thinking about the concept of ritual sacrifice.
Which is not a part of
You're gonna want a clean cut.
Sure, give us that's more of a medicine check than
sure. That's fine.
This, yeah. I think like if you're trying to determine whether there's a ritualistic component to this, you can tell that there's not here. At least not that you're familiar with. But a medicine check might be able to, or a first aid or whatever the skills
healing check?
Healing check, thank you. Third time lucky.
Okay, yeah, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have medicine.
3 months in PF2.
There we go.
Okay. So the one that Calidor saw, it was a really long and sharp blade. This one seems to come off in 2 strokes. Like one that almost took the head off completely cleanly, and the second one took it off, and the pooling of blood on some of the underneath it too. This thing was down when the head was taken.
Okay.
It is not a clean cut either. This was a chop kind of situation. Calidor, you as a skilled archer, these are definitely orcish arrows sticking out of here.
Another tribe?
Okay, so it's not. I would say it's not necessarily ritualistic.
They check the other one. Tanev's the body that Tanev's standing in front of. Identical thing. This one, a single stroke took the head off. Similarly, a rough blade that you can see there's a little bit of a nick on the bottom, like a bit of a stone has been chipped away where it came down. Same thing, too.
A lot of power.
Posthumously taken off.
Yeah, that sounds more like tribal to me than it does sacrifice, because you want to sacrifice the victim while they're alive.
Mm-hmm.
And now, is this the tribe that was around here?
Every tribe, every orc that you have encountered in this forest thus far has borne that tribal symbol. It has been a year.
Tribe moving in?
I think this year I'm trying to think if this year you ran across to any of them. Last time you ran, like when you traveled just before the winter, you did run across, remember along the northern edge of the Thornwood? Right around the time you guys had that really shit weather, there was a wolf rider that you guys ran across. And they were members of this thing. Whatever the split axe or skull splitter tribe or whatever they call themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They are the same members. That's the ones you encountered. That's about 5 or 6 months back. No, more than that now, because you also went to the mire and came back.
Right.
So that's about 8 months ago. And that was before the winter hit. So you are aware of how the plague affected all the human and, like, not demi-human settlements, but orcs aren't immune to disease. So if the disease went in here...
Well, maybe they just, they turned on each other internally, or...
Could be. Could be.
Struggling to find food, and, that one part of the tribe wanted to eat, the other part wanted to eat, and meat wasn't back on the menu yet, so they got, I don't know.
Yeah.
They could have been some sort of renegades from their tribe.
Or maybe this is not an orc that killed it. We assume it's orc arrows. Maybe there's something else that was with the orcs and
Took their own arrows and used them against them?
leading a group of orcs against it, and it was something else that ordered it, cut the heads off. We know there's
Something leading the orcs.
demon thing about Broken Spire. Maybe there's like maybe these orcs were tired of being led by a demon and it chased them down and took them out.
It's been weeks, but does anyone have tracking?
This is where the tracking jokes normally come out, but I've got
I would
etiquette.
have to look for that one.
I think the proper salutation to a dead orc is a kick in the ribs.
No one has training in tracking?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think I do. Oh, yeah.
Okay. If you want to take a look around, you can give us a tracking check, but because of the time that passed, I'm going to give you a -4 to your proficiency.
Okay.
Jinkies.
Maybe use one of those
Nat
points we got
20.
floating around, Jeff.
You know, spend one of those points of astonishing fortune, and you guys have 2 left. There you go.
Ooh,
Yeah, sure. Let's do it.
okay.
This is important, I think.
Caliber.
Now,
There
1.
we
Look
go.
at that, running the full length.
Perfect, baby.
That's 3 checks and 1 and or 2 1s and 120. Yeah.
So what you find is there are boot tracks in here as well. And there is evidence. You can picture, like, Calder's making his way back and kind of looking where the bodies are and moving his way back and studying things on the ground, kneeling down to just to note, like, minute disturbances of moss or whatnot. There's at least a pack of between 10 and 20 orcs that made their way through here. And it's not clear, it's all orcs. It's all the same heavy footprints with the same crudely made boots that they wear, and in some cases barefoot. It's not clear with whether they, without seeing these bodies here, you'd think it was just a chase, like a race or something through there. But seeing these on the ground and knowing it's orcish arrows in the back, you'd almost can picture a smaller group of orcs being pursued by others. And because you're now 1, that's when you get back and you can see there's a tree with a broken arrow stuck into it still. It does not have the flights or whatever, the fletching on it, but the shaft itself, and if you pull it out, the arrowhead is the same crude design that you've seen shot at you. So some group of orcs seems to have been pursuing a separate group of orcs and shooting at them through this part of the woods.
Interesting. It's definitely, they are orcs.
With a roll that good, you might be able to follow these tracks as well.
Do you guys want to follow them?
Well, that's kind of where we're heading eventually.
It would be good to know what direction they came from and what direction they went. That would be useful knowledge.
Okay, sure.
Okay.
Let's do it.
You guys carry on for another about 40 minutes of travel. Calder, you're able to continue following this along. And you can picture, as you guys are walking along, you're seeing more evidence of what's happening. And after that length of time, you come across yet another headless body.
What the hell?
The tracks continue on from another direction. If you follow that along, then you come across, it's about another 25-30 minutes when what you come across is the remnants of a camp. It is an orcish camp, so it is crude, and it's old. It's got to be weeks old at this point, but it looks, from the marks you can see here, Calder, it appears that there was one group of orcs camping here, and they were set upon by a second group and tried to run, and then chased at a run speed. It probably would only have been 15 or 20 minutes, but at a sprint through the woods, being killed by other orcs. There is one more headless body in here as well. This one,
Goodness.
arrows sticking out of the front of its chest.
Oh, okay.
Seems a little dangerous.
It is getting, there's still a couple of hours of daylight, but this is about an hour past when you would be wanting to start making camp.
Do we think this is luring us away from our main direction we want to head?
This, as far as you can tell, is
as far as we can tell.
As far as you can tell, this is off from the direction that you were traveling.
Okay.
You can take from that what you want. It's, again, like, it's difficult to tell whether you were traveling in the right direction. You're hoping you were, but you're not sure. What you know is that this is a different direction than where the direction you and Tanev had sort of set as your path.
Right.
There's nothing salvageable from here either. But it's sort of evident, like with the blood dried to the stones around here, like it's quite evident that this is... You guys have seen the remnants of a ambush before. You are sadly quite familiar with your campsites being attacked by things, because your DM is full of shit. So...
I wouldn't say he's full of shit. I'd just say, it's a dangerous world we're living in.
He has one too many random tables.
Yeah, you gotta justify all those books, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you guys make of this?
Extra
interclan warfare. Because they all had that same marking, correct, Kevin?
All these, all the ones that are dead have the same markings, and unfortunately, if any of the ones that fled, why don't we do this? Why don't you guys each give us a wisdom check as you're looking around the camp here?
I need one more good one.
Yeah, we need a low roll here. I'm going to apply a penalty, but I won't make you make those modifiers before. So why don't you all give us a wisdom check as you're looking around in this camp?
Highest without going over?
Highs without going over, but I'm treating your wisdoms as substantially lower than what they are. Definitely not Calendar. I mean, I think what it is that your focus is on the tracks more so than what I might have something to say about. Okay, it's Tanev, and then Druin and Brilligo. We need Good roll, Druin, too.
I'll roll d20. I have a wisdom of 11.
Of 11, okay. Okay.
18.
So, Chael, it's once again you,
Yes.
and what you can see as you're looking around here, you realize that in the course of sort of the stomping around in here, it looks like someone had trod a couple of arrows into the ground.
Defensive position, kind of.
You know what? I mean, I think what you find is if you pick it up, there's one that has a arrowhead on it and one that does not. And there are some chips as well, too, as if someone was fletching here. Someone was making arrows in camp during their sort of downtime. These are identical to the ones, the fletchings on it, in the style and the sort of, the materials that are used, identical to the ones that are sticking out of their backs. You're not wrong from what you know about orcs, that there are often vicious tribal struggles from within. There are species that believes that might makes right, and is often how they select their leaders. But you would be hard-placed if this is what was being made by the people who were ambushed, or the orcs that were ambushed. You would be hard-pressed to tell these from the ones that were sticking out of those headless corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I felt. I felt like these guys were renegades of some sort, whether it be who's in charge or not so much who to worship, knowing what I do about orc religion, which is a good bit.
Mm-hmm. Anybody got survival as a skill?
Nope.
Then you guys can give us a... Oh, you do have it, Keldor?
Yeah.
Nice. Give us a survival check.
Oh, no, sorry, I don't have survival.
You're tracking. Okay.
Yeah,
so why don't everyone give us just a... let's give it an intelligence check at -8, please.
Oh, God.
Not a great chance, but they're all exactly.
Oh, my God.
Let's see. Advanced.
Oh, actually, I'm not a total idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah!
So, Keldor, you're looking around. The campsite that's in here, we're not talking about like 5 orcs that are camping here. This has got to be a group of like 10. And if you look more closely, it looks like some ran off in a different direction. So it may have been like several groups. This may have been a more sizable band that was set upon, and then they all sort of scattered into the woods. At least one pack was hunted down and shot. It's not clear what happened to the others.
Maybe I'm extremely obtuse here, but like, so the arrows that we found in the ground looked like someone had been like creating more.
Yep.
And those are the same arrows that are in the orcs that were beheaded and attacked over yonder. So like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around how a group. So if these are are renegades and they were somehow hunted down, yet their arrows are the ones that are, like, the victims' arrows are the ones that are in the other victims.
No, so they're all the same tribe. They're all the same orcs. They're all the same arrows.
Right, but so then, like, the group that was now dead had splintered off and came back to attack them? Or spontaneously it, like, decided to start attacking everybody inside of their encampment, and it's just, like, chaos? Or...
Could be anything. All we know is that they're the same orcs, the same tribe.
Yeah, I'm just trying to speculate about what could have...
I mean, your options are they rebelled for whatever reason, which I would think normally would have to do with some sort of leadership change. Or, like you said, there could have been some outside force that influenced them. to rebel.
Have among the bodies we've seen, or any have there been any differences in I realize they're all wearing very similar kind of clothing and armor and emblems and such. Have any of them been wearing anything more distinctive, say indicating leadership of some kind or some sort of position?
No,
Like a
I mean, with the
shaman,
heads
or-
missing, it is difficult.
Oh yeah, fair.
Right?
The fish spell. I might have missed that entirely, or are you joking?
No, I'm serious. I mean, Jeff, you correct me if I'm wrong, but there was that, the flasks that we had found.
Flasks.
Wasn't that right? We found flasks that had this kind of fish smell to them.
The bodies of the
Oh!
orcs you guys have
Yeah.
found thus far have reeked of stinking
Yes.
fish.
Right.
Oh, and we're not anywhere near water.
And you're talking about the bodies of the headless ones, correct, Kevin?
No, I'm saying the ones that you've encountered thus far, the ones that you encountered today, they do not.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I mean, they're 2 weeks desiccated, so there's that as well. But the freshly slain orcs, like dating back to the first ones you encountered when you went off in search to try and rescue Max, the werebear, those ones reeked of fish as well.
So now we have a new theory.
If we've never stuck around a corpse after killing it to see how long the fish smell sticks around.
That's your job next time.
Sounds like a Dr. Zill problem.
I just happened to think of that.
So,
Calidor, you got anything else?
I don't know.
Hirogo? Any ideas? Doesn't he have like some sort of knowledge that he could use?
The knowledge spell? No, it was, I had some.
Let's see. Where's the bar?
that's not like if he's got something, he can see if he knows anything about it, but it's not a matter of, like there's no item you're looking at here. There's no specific history he's looking at here.
Yeah.
So,
I was just trying to see.
what do you guys wish to do for making camp?
Not here.
Oh, you know what? I do this. Oh, I know it's a future spell. Never mind.
This is
I
good luck.
really don't want him.
This is a good thing. I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the orcs are fighting themselves. There's few orcs for us to fight.
Well,
well, that's not lost on me either. This could be something we could exploit,
yeah, that's not wrong.
depending.
But also remember, the enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Right. I mean, we would need to know more about what has happened, what's motivating it, driving it, and if it can be exploited. If there's a sudden leadership change, that could create just enough chaos to create an opening to take back the fortress, or have someone else, try to take it back for us, whittle their numbers down, and then there are fewer orcs for us to deal with.
I know Kevin said it was about an hour past the time we would normally look at making camp.
Yeah, we have to, I don't know that we have I was going to suggest maybe we backtrack a bit, but I don't think we have time. If we're going to camp, this is it.
You still have a couple of hours of daylight. Like, it is summertime. It's early summer, so you've still got... And the thing is that it cuts into your rest time, though.
Yeah, maybe we just go like a half hour or hour north or something.
Yeah, I was going to say like maybe an hour, if we could kind of figure out maybe an hour closer towards the keep would be more ideal in my mind.
Okay. So the difficulty is where you thought the keep was, where you were traveling towards, is not this direction. It's not the direction that these have come from. So You have a choice of traveling another hour in the direction you think the keep is, or the direction that this trail of fights have come. The trail of bodies.
I don't know. It's a tough one. What do you guys think?
I'm almost more interested to see what this trail of bodies, like to learn more about what's going on here.
Yeah.
Walking into the fortress or getting closer to the fortress without fully understanding, like this, I think I'm with Druin. Like I think this is a boon, but it's only a boon to us if we understand what it means and what's happening.
Right. So maybe this place drove them mad.
See, I'm the other way around. I'm like, we're going to get into something here at the end of the day that we're not ready for. And I'd sooner move towards the keep. Because once we see it, if we see it, we can go ahead and stop.
We don't have to move anywhere.
From the distance, you would not be reaching the keep today anyway.
Yeah, so...
Assuming you didn't get lost, it should be at least another day, maybe a day and a half.
Right.
So
Okay.
I think that's even more reason for us to take a side trip. Because we're at least a day and a half away from the fort anyway. So we're not getting there, and all the more reason for us to, take a little bit of time to see what we can learn. And again, we don't have to
Druin,
travel.
what do you think? Druin? Dave? Is he frozen?
Who be? Dave?
Oh,
Yeah, it looks like Dave's frozen. No, he's moving.
Dave's moving.
oh, he's moving. Is Dave out of the
Dave,
call?
can you hear me?
Dave's still
I'm
on the
good.
call. Yeah.
Yep. Good.
What do you think?
I told you guys what I think. Move an hour to north and camp. If we want to, we can walk an hour south tomorrow and keep following this trail, but I don't want to be near this pile of bodies.
All right.
Okay, so comes down to real go. Steve?
I say we maybe cut off a little orc meat and then take it north to the campsites
Sorry,
and have some orc sausages.
that's effectively cannibalism because you are eating a sentient species.
Oh, it doesn't matter that you're not the same species.
As far as the alignment system would be concerned, no. I mean,
No,
I've been looking forward to using a Wendigo in here. So, eating the meat of another species, I think I welcome that as an inclusion.
It's summer. It's too warm for that.
So,
Well, and more to the point too, like these bodies have sat out here for at least 2 weeks.
yeah.
Oh, that's a little long. That's a little long. Yeah,
That's a little long for your cannibalism. I like it fresh. I'm more of an Army Hammer,
I want my orc kebabs
Kind of cannibal.
to be fresh.
I prefer it fresh.
But Religo did say north, so that's another vote for the fort.
Yeah.
So I would say that's 3-2.
Okay.
So I say we kind of head back north. And definitely, and Chael definitely agrees with Druin. I don't want to camp here. I don't want to be here where this happened.
Let's have everyone give us another Constitution check, please.
Yay. Thanks, Druin.
Love doing this when we're very low on astonishing fortune. I
Listen,
guess
Kevin,
here we go. We're right back to where we were.
Oh my God, I succeeded.
Pretty good.
And
Right
how?
now.
King.
I got a 15 and my constitution is a 14. Is that
Okay.
pass or fail?
That's a
no.
fail. That's 2 fails so
Yeah.
far. And 1 success. We said I
Jeff?
need Calder.
Yeah, just looking up like Constitution.
Can I use it?
So you have 2 failures so far, and there is 1 point of astonishing fortune left.
That means one of you can reroll.
Right, but we're planning on stopping and resting, so
True. Yeah,
pressing on for the day. You guys were gonna set up camp.
Dave.
And
Dave,
nothing
do you
ever
not know
happens once you
how long
camp.
have you been playing with this dungeon master? Do you think we're gonna get to rest for a full 2 hours?
And it's not like there's been any kind of like setup about, hey, they attacked their camp.
I think it was just several weeks ago. So they did the sense of not doing it. Yeah. Does anyone want to spend that last point of astonishing fortune? So Steve or Andrew, you guys could spend 1 point of astonishing fortune and re-roll to avoid exhaustion.
Do you feel strongly, Rilligo?
I'm okay. I've got a Raven feeling, so I could just use that to even it out afterwards.
Yeah, it doesn't, like, the penalty to stats doesn't affect Rilligo's spells. It's really only if you're using attacks or, like, you know, you get a bonus from your dexterity to
like
thief
say
skills.
someone like a thief. Yeah.
Yep.
Andrew, reroll.
I think Steve, if you're okay with it, I'll take the last point
Sure, go for
to
it.
try to
Okay.
reroll.
Yeah.
Lord
A little bit
knows.
up.
Then there were no points.
Come on, folks.
Here we go.
And
There you go. Nice. All right, so the only one who seems a little exhausted is Rilligo, and I think it's because he insists on talking the entire time. And talking while hiking is a challenging prospect. So he's like, you know, guys, I really think we should maybe write this down at some point. It sounds like a good idea. I got a song. Let me just sing it for you. Once I catch my breath. You're about 40 minutes into the hike towards where you intend on camping. It's still daylight out. But that's when you hear it. The first howl. And it is not the howl of a wolf that has that almost soothing kind of, you know, not sing-songy quality, but it's just got a really, it speaks to a majesty. This is seemingly combined with a more bassy snarl. It's partly almost a baritone scream that sounds vaguely lupine, and it comes from about a quarter mile behind you. And guys, that's where we'll leave our first session back with AD&D seconds. So, for those listening at home, first off, let's do XP, guys. 'Cause we how many points of astonishing fortune are left?
0.
Well,
Okay.
that's your XP for tonight,
Yeah.
guys.
That's our XP for today. Yep.
For the successful, first off, anyone who has used, Andrew, you successfully used Hear Noise, so you got one use of your thief skill from that. Any spells you guys cast, be sure to take advantage of that. You guys can also each take 100 XP from the investigations that you've been doing thus far. Those are some good skill rolls that you guys got in there.
Nice.
And then if you have any, the fighters don't get any class-based stuff. The thieves didn't really make use of any specific thing other than
Any
Tanif's.
gold?
Yeah, here, no gold, no adversaries yet. Those orcs were dead when you got here.
They were killed by NPCs. We should be able to take their experience.
It's only when it's hirelings. Unless you guys are playing. All right. So then, for those listening at home, we, as is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section below. Oh, you got a question there, Will? Or he's
No,
adding
I
up?
was just doing math in my head.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, got it. Please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section of the video, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. In addition, and a quick thank you as well to Alan. I didn't get back to you by email. One of our viewers, he helpfully sent us a list from Eastdale to Kirkliston. Apparently, those are both places in Scotland. and he sent us the directions for all things. Where we got to turn left, where we got to turn right. So thank you very much for that, Alan. That was really funny.
Very nice.
Let's see here. As always, in case you can, in addition to leaving a comment down below, there's a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server. You can reach us, find channels there dedicated to this campaign, this game, and every other game we run on the channel, as well as a bunch of other great channels with a bunch of great people. You are more than welcome to join us over there. In addition, there is a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. And Noble Knight Games is a retailer in the U.S. And the largest retailer of out-of-print games anywhere in the world. They have a good chunk of my second edition library has been filled by them. It's been buying stuff through them, and we are very happy to be able to share with you that if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website at checkout, be sure to enter the code DungeonMuser, and you'll save 10% on your purchase, and that's over and above whatever other discounts they may have on their products, whether it's a sale or whatever else. In addition, there is a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages. That is the charity fundraising campaign we run on the channel. We've almost reached our halfway goal already for this part of the year. That benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really great organization active in over 130 countries, providing benefits to over 80,000 orphan and abandoned children, including ongoing relief efforts at the time of recording for children affected by the war in Ukraine. They've been posting regular updates for those emergency relief efforts on their Twitter account, on their webpage, and whatnot. And we are very happy that we have our Heroes Save Villages campaign up and running again to be able to support their efforts. Any donations that are made through that link go directly to SOS Children's Villages International. None of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. It just all goes to help out the kids who benefit from the services that they provide both in Ukraine and elsewhere in the world. In addition, as a small way of saying thank you for that, for every $25 that you donate, you'll be getting one chance to win the grand prize or one of the other terrific prizes we have in our next charity raffle. Next charity raffle will be on June 1st, 2022. So you have up until midnight of the night before to make your donations. Every $25 Canadian gives you one chance to win the grand prize, which is a Platinum Edition Wild Beyond the Witchlight adventure, Wild Beyond the Witchlight Platinum Edition box set, which includes the entire adventure for 5th edition, as well as a ton of other great stuff, including, there's miniatures, there's maps, there's stuffed animals, there's extra adventures, there's monster hangers, there's a DM screen. It's just a really incredible product. And if you don't win that, you also, the second prize, donated also by our friends at Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse, is a copy of my absolute favorite box set I have, which is the, Absalom, City of Lost Omens, a box set in for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, first one they've released for that. And I did an unboxing of it recently, but I've had a chance this weekend to start poking through it as well, and it's just... I bought a copy of it anyway because I really liked it, and I'm a fan of the old City System box set from for AD&D First Edition. This is the coolest supplement I've ever seen for any setting, for a city setting. Not only does it have the full contents of the Absalom City, the City of Lost Omens hardcover that's released for Pathfinder 2. It has it broken down by district into different booklets. There's a bunch of extra adventures in there. There's a shit ton of hangers for location that also have references for the DM to tell you where to look up stuff and what other NPCs might be found there. There's a whole stack of hangers for NPCs that are in there as well too. There's handouts for specific neighborhoods. Like, it is the coolest thing to bring a fictional city to life, and it is there for as far as a system goes. It is almost completely system neutral. If you play a class-based game that has 20 levels, you can make this work with your game. And I think that we maybe need to put proof in the pudding of that and run AD&D 2nd Edition one-shot set in the City of Lost Omens. It'll kill me to not run it with Pathfinder 2 because I'm fucking loving Pathfinder 2. But to demonstrate the utility of it, that it's not just a prize for Pathfinder 2 players. Maybe we need to make a quick one-shot playing that, guys. So that is our second prize from it, too. I forgive me for not giving more detail about the... well, I didn't buy a copy of The Wild Beyond the Witchlight only because the particular adventure itself didn't appeal to me. This one, I can't say enough good things about it. I just love this box set. So that's our second prize. If you don't win those two things, there's still a bunch of other great stuff, including Jeffrey here has donated copies of all the 5th edition Iron Kingdoms books that have come out. I got mine actually back here. Up there. They are awesome. It's a 5th edition setting that has like steampunk and steampunk robots and magic, and it's just a great fucking setting. If you don't win that, Dave has generously donated not only another chainmail dice bag that he made, Dave has also kicked in a starter set for, not a starter set, it is a like starter pack for the AD&D 2nd edition. Dave has kicked in a 2nd edition Player's Handbook, DMG, and Monster Manual. If you don't win those, there's still a bunch of other great stuff, including, there's a bunch of stuff from the Dungeon Musings Redbubble shop. There's some other stuff that's been donated by members of our community as well that I just can't remember right now. So there's lots of great prizes to win. And again, all donations go directly to SOS Children's Villages International to help the kids who benefit from it. None of it goes here, none of it goes to any other middleman. The last thing I will say, that was a very long thing. I'm so excited about that City of Lost Omens box set, man. It's so fucking cool. The last thing I will say is a huge thank you to our players. After 3 months spent with Pathfinder 2nd Edition, we are back at home with this campaign for AD&D 2nd Edition. So Jeffrey, Andrew, Will, Dave, and Steve-O, thank you so much for joining me back in the Thornwood tonight, guys. I am so sorry for what's going to happen next session.
Oh,
we will be
It's
back.
okay. It's okay. I have all my skills
You're good to go
now, so I should be fine.
Until we see you again, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us back in the Thornwood and back in our ongoing Night Below campaign. As is always the case, we hope that we gave you a few hours to take your mind off of the troubles of our world and think about the troubles that our heroes and Heronshire keep coming up or keep coming upon. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.